So, when you think of Taiwan, what comes to mind? Maybe it's the incredible food, right? Or those bustling night markets. But if you look a little closer, you'll see something else, something that truly defines the island's landscape and its culture: the temples. Let's dive into what makes them so absolutely captivating. Just think about it for a second. Whenever you step into a city you've never been to before, what's the first thing that really catches your eye? Is it the buildings, the sounds, the people? That first impression, it can tell you a whole lot. Well, for so many people visiting Taiwan for the first time, the answer to that question is immediate, and it's kind of overwhelming. It's the temples. They are just an unforgettable part of the visual fabric of the entire island. And I mean, they are everywhere. You'll find them nestled right between modern skyscrapers, perched on beautiful mountainsides, or tucked away in quiet little neighborhoods. And they come in all sizes, from these huge, sprawling complexes to tiny, humble shrines on a street corner. And each one is just humming with its own energy. It's such a huge contrast to the architecture of many Western churches, which can often be more, subdued and monolithic. Taiwanese temples are an absolute explosion of color. Their crazy, intricate designs and vibrant colors are totally intentional. They're meant to be eye-catching, to pull you right into their world. Now, all this intricate beauty, at first, it might seem a little chaotic, right? But believe me, nothing is random. There's a deep, profound logic, a kind of blueprint that's been built on centuries of tradition that guides every single design choice. So how can they have so much variety, but also feel like they're all speaking this shared, incredibly complex language? Well, the answer is in this amazing blend of universal principles and some very personal stories. Okay, so at the very heart of temple design is this concept of feng shui. And this isn't just about moving your couch around for good luck. It's a deeply spiritual practice. The direction a temple faces, where the doors are placed, even which way a dragon on the roof is looking, it is all meticulously planned to harmonize with the flow of energy from the world around it. So while feng shui gives you the foundational rules, the playbook, so to speak, what makes each temple truly unique is the deity who lives there. The architecture, the decorations, they all become this canvas that tells the specific stories and histories of the gods and goddesses being honored inside. It's this perfect marriage of a grand cosmic system and a very personal local story. But here's the thing, and this is so important. As beautiful as these buildings are, they are not museums. They are living, breathing spaces brought to life every single day by the people who come to them. If you ever get the chance to visit a place like Lungshan Temple in Taipei, you'll see exactly what I mean. It doesn't matter what day it is, what time it is, the air is always thick with the smell of incense and the sound of chanting. It is a constant, vibrant hub of spiritual life. And when you're inside, you'll see one ritual being performed over and over again: bye-bye. It's pretty much the most fundamental act of worship here. So what exactly is it? Bye-bye is this simple but really profound gesture. It's a physical act of respect, of veneration, and it's not just for the gods, but also for one's own ancestors. In just one single motion, it connects a person to both the divine and their own personal history. And this all points to a much deeper role these temples play. They are so much more than just places for religious rituals. For many communities, they're the town square, the cultural center, and the social club all rolled into one. And you can often feel this difference. While a Buddhist temple might be a quieter space for contemplation, the Taoist temples, which are often run by local communities, really lean into this role as social hubs. They're usually way more decorative and just bustling with the energy of everyday life. Seriously, it is not uncommon at all to walk into a Taoist temple courtyard and find a group of elders completely lost in a game of chess or cards, neighbors catching up on all the local gossip, and kids running around and playing. They really are the community's living room. And because they're such community hubs, they naturally become these amazing stages for many of Taiwan's traditional folk arts. These are the places where things like puppet shows, traditional opera, music, and dance aren't just performed, they're kept alive for the next generation. And here's the crucial part. The art isn't just at the temple is the art. Every single carved dragon coiling up a pillar, every painted panel telling some ancient story, these are masterpieces of traditional craftsmanship all by themselves. The scale of this cultural activity can be just staggering. I mean, during a huge holiday like Chinese New Year, some temples basically turn into these massive arts festivals, hosting different shows every single day for 2 whole weeks straight. It's just a powerful reminder of how central they are to the nation's cultural life. So, in the end, the Taiwanese temple gives us this model where the sacred and the social aren't separate things at all. They're deeply and vibrantly intertwined. And it leaves you with a pretty interesting question, doesn't it? What could we learn from a space that serves not just as a house of worship, but as the beating heart of its entire community?